about that because I know that moms that can relate to me can 100% relate to me because we gain all this weight during our pregnancy because we're not taught to how to properly eat. Out of 5 pregnancies, I've only had one doctor talk about how to stay fit while pregnant and how to properly eat. Because as Hispanics, as you guys know, and maybe it's not just Hispanic, there's probably other cultures too, but in my culture, I kind of grew up with my grandma and my mom telling me, you have to eat for 2 babies. You have to eat like 2 plates because it's feeding yourself and you're feeding the baby. And then you're catching me gaining all this weight because I'm listening to them. And then I'm stuck with 80 pounds after having a baby. And I'm stressing and I'm so unhappy because I gained so much weight. And there's no need for that. So here's a trick for that. And I want to talk about it. I made a platform to talk about how hard it is to lose weight after a pregnancy. And especially if you do not take care of yourself properly, if you're not eating, if you're not exercising, you're just packing on those pounds. And then your mindset is, I'll just take care of it after you have the baby. But little do you guys know that is literally 10 times harder, and you are setting yourself up for failure if you do not take care of yourself while you're pregnant and staying active and exercising while you're pregnant, because it just makes it a lot easier after you have the baby so that you can jump back onto your fitness, and it won't be as hard to jump back onto your fitness, and it won't be as hard to lose the weight. So on my 4th pregnancy, I remember telling my doctor, telling her I have 0 issues, 0 complications, but the one thing I hate being pregnant is the weight gain, because I gained. So with that OBGYN, that was my first OBGYN for my previous pregnancies that really cared about fitness while being pregnant. I remember her telling me, look, being pregnant is not a disability. This is the reason why a lot of women stay working and you can still work while pregnant, because it's not considered a disability and you can still do the same things. Obviously, keeping in mind that you're pregnant, you have to be careful. But as far as exercising and eating, should still continue. It shouldn't stop you because you're pregnant. So in my 4th pregnancy, I put it to test, because before that 4th pregnancy, I had lost all my weight. I had been in that current weight for like 6.5 years. And then when I got pregnant with my 4th one, I was like, oh my God, I worked so hard to lose this weight. I don't want to gain 80 pounds like I did with the last one. So that doctor gave me a new perspective, like, wait, I can still eat the same. I can still eat healthy and exercise. Let me put this to a test.
Channel. In this video update, we share a heartbreaking and shocking story that has captured national attention, a story of strength, motherhood, and unimaginable tragedy. A well-known fitness influencer and devoted mother of 7 was gunned down in a public parking lot, allegedly by her estranged husband. What unfolded was a devastating act of violence that has left a family shattered and a community mourning. Let's take a closer look at the life, legacy, and the circumstances surrounding the tragic death of Gloria Zamora. Gloria Zamora, 40 years old, was not only a passionate fitness influencer with over 150,000 followers on Instagram, but also a dedicated mother to 7 children. Her social media presence had empowered many women, promoting confidence, health, and personal strength. But over the weekend, her vibrant life was cut short in a tragic act of domestic violence. According to police in Fontana, California, Gloria was enjoying a night out on a date with Hector Garduno, a 43-year-old father of 4, when tragedy struck. Around 9:40 p.m. Saturday, the pair had just finished dining at Suma Sushi, located in the Falcon Ridge Town Center. As they walked out into the parking lot, they were approached and fatally shot. The suspect in the shooting, identified as Gloria's estranged husband, 45-year-old Thomas Lizarraga, allegedly tracked her down and carried out the attack in public view. Police say the couple had been going through a divorce and were no longer living together. Several off-duty law enforcement officers were nearby when the gunshots rang out. One of them, a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy, heard the chaos while driving outside the shopping center. According to Fontana police officer Steve Reed, the deputy quickly made a U-turn, exited his vehicle, and confronted Lizarraga. During that confrontation, Lizarraga was fatally shot. Sadly, Gloria and Hector both succumbed to their injuries after being rushed to a nearby hospital. Authorities are still trying to determine how Lizarraga knew where Gloria was that night. Investigators believe she had been at the restaurant for about an hour before the shooting occurred. The timeline suggests that Lizarraga may have been watching her or following her movements closely. Just days before her death, Gloria posted a powerful and emotional video on her Instagram, taken from her appearance on the Horizon podcast. In the clip, she opened up about her struggles with her ex-partner, highlighting emotional abuse and the lack of support she endured. "With husbands like these, who needs enemies?" she said in the video. "Instead of being supportive, you're over here trying to bring me down. You think you're all that? For you to go and work out and think that you can be on social media, you're not even all that. You have all these stretch marks." The post resonated with many of her followers, who praised her vulnerability and strength. Now, that same clip stands as a haunting reminder of what she was battling behind the scenes. In the wake of this devastating loss, Gloria's daughter, Gloria Zamora, launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover funeral expenses and support her siblings, who are now left without their mother's love and guidance. On the fundraiser page, Gloria wrote, "My mom was senselessly taken from us. She was murdered by my stepdad, Tomas, in an act of unimaginable violence. She leaves behind 7 beautiful children, ages 8 to 24, who are now facing a future without our mother's warmth, guidance, and unconditional love." She went on to describe her mother as an inspirational figure who uplifted countless women by reminding them of their strength and worth. She always said, "Women can do anything they set their minds to," and she lived those words every day. The GoFundMe campaign has received an outpouring of support, raising over $21,000 within just a couple of days. The family hopes to ease the financial burden as they cope with their grief and begin the long process of healing. The deaths of Gloria Zamora and Hector Garduno have left behind 11 children combined, children now navigating life without their parents due to a senseless act of violence. This story serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the very real dangers of domestic violence. Gloria Zamora lived her life with passion, purpose, and a deep love for her children and her community. She empowered others through fitness and confidence, and her voice will continue to echo through those she inspired. May Gloria and Hector rest in peace, and may their children find the support and strength they need in the difficult days ahead. Thank you for watching. Please stay safe. And if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic abuse, don't hesitate to reach out to the appropriate resources. Until next time.